psychologists study and evaluate what criminals do so that they can make educated guesses about what happened during or after the crime. They provide expert testimony at court and use criminal profiling to do so. The FBI also uses offender profiling to catch and stop violent criminals. Criminal profiling is a concept that provides law enforcement with a psychological assessment of the suspect and provides strategies and suggestions that can be used in the interviewing process. In the hit drama Criminal Minds, criminal psychology is a huge part of the character Reed's job. He usually interviews or evaluates the suspects, and then he uses educated guesses. He can also make educated guesses from researching the criminal's past history.
Sit down now.
Who's this? Your daddy! I'm done talking to you people.
You don't have to talk. Just listen. On the occasions you assaulted your wife, you were intoxicated. Once the effects of alcohol wore off, you were overcome by feelings of remorse.
I'm gonna tell you this just one time. You shut your mouth!
Genetic factors contribute to alcohol-stress interactions. Your mother was an alcoholic, and she was often too drunk to stop the beatings that your father gave you.
I think we should stop this.
He's not finished.
Age 6, you were orphaned to a family where the abuse continued. Only this time it was sexual.
You shut your mouth, I'm gonna rip your face off.
The abuse continued well into puberty. But my one concern is, Eric, did you or did you not continue the cycle with your own children?
Now I know you're wondering, Criminal Minds on the show, are the psychologists like real-life psychologists? Well, no, there's some differences for real-life psychologists and psychologists on the show. The show has a psychologist having a more active role than they actually do, so they have Reed come up more, go on more investigations, but in real life, they don't go on investigations as much unless it's a serious case. And the psychologists, they don't accompany officers in the apprehension of the suspects. And the cases also usually take longer. They can take weeks, months, or years to solve. The show it only takes a few days, but they can't really show you that.
For the sake of your
A
children.
lot of the concepts that they do in the show are extremely similar, though, to what real psychologists. Dr. Keith Duncan, chair of the Department of Psychology and Sociology at Ohio Northern University, states, "Careers in criminal psychology are never boring, and if you have an education in that field, it's great training for a huge range of jobs. You can do something different every day. You could work in counseling people who have committed crimes and need psychological assessment. Many psychologists are exploring computer-related fields like studying internet predators or helping investigate online fraud." Criminal psychologists spend most of the time in the office or court settings. They spend a good portion of their time researching criminal suspects or interviewing them. More serious cases, the psychologists will work closely with federal agents, and these cases usually include murderers, kidnappers, rapists, and other violent crimes.
It's the wrong way.
What do you mean?
The behavior, it's odd, right?
Criminal psychologists get paid up to $103,000 a year, and state and local governments, private practice companies, and hospitals tend to have a higher salary average. To become a criminal psychologist, you need a bachelor's degree in psychology, a PhD or PsyD, and you need to take classes for 5 years, classroom work, practical training, research and dissertation, pass state examination, and complete an internship.